Good morning. It's check-in day. This has been my go-to coffee. And it's my last bag. It's only seasonal. There's my kitty. Thinking that she can climb on the counter anytime she wants. Kitties. Meows. I'm getting my coffee going, and then I weighed in at 130.6 this morning. I have got to get up north for a bodywork appointment today. I'm gonna go do my check-in measurements and pictures for my coach and get that submitted, and then get ready for the day. I need a charger port. So I put my camera on a tripod about hip height. I have my square marked out on the ground over here, and I make sure to get that square centered in my camera. And then that way I know I'm gonna be square in the camera. Make sure it's angled correctly. I don't just check in with my coach, I also check in myself. She's attacking the tape measure. 38.5 on the glutes. Okay, so I'm just going to get these measurements sent out to my coach, screenshot my pictures, and send those to my coach. And then I will get ready for the day because I've got to go normally on Monday mornings, I would get right to my check-ins for my clients, but my clients know that I have an appointment that I've got to get to first thing this morning, and then after that appointment I'll be checking or responding to their check-ins. Okay, it is time to make my coffee creamer. So, like I told you guys in the last video-ish. Anyway, I get a shaker bottle, and then I use this coffee creamer, the chocolate cream one. This is not low calorie, guys. It's not, but it's my one splurge a day, and I do track it, obviously. And then this, I'm down to one more of these, so this is going to be the end of it for me. After I'm done with this, I will be going to black coffee, unless my coach doesn't slash my calories. Then I might find something else, I don't know. But I am 9 weeks out from my Fit Model show, and I am 16 weeks out from my bikini show till we determine which look suits me best. I am really excited for the fit model division though. Like, I didn't think that I would be so excited for it, but I am. I don't know, maybe excitement's a good thing and I'm just like, hey, I'm confident about this. I don't know, see how I lean out, see how I look. I don't like my super lean look, and I always think that, I think that might be because maybe, I don't know, maybe I just don't have enough muscle that I cannot appreciate that super lean look. So I felt like El Skeletor. I don't know, but I put 16 grams of the coffee creamer in the whole container of Premier Protein. And then I give myself a 40-gram serving of them combined. Because this creamer is like all calories from fat, like the powder creamer. It looks low calorie because it's like, oh yeah, 15 calories, but that 15 calories sure adds up when you're just adding that, and that's why I added in the protein. Because if I was just adding that coffee creamer, I'd have to add like 3 servings in a cup, which is 45 calories. 45 calories a cup. Just to like make it taste like, you know, when like coffee is, like, I don't know, I'm one of those people that I have to either drink it like straight black or it has to be like the perfect sweetness. And if I'm going to put anything in it, it's got to be like the perfect amount. It can't be not enough. So just shake that up. I might need to put a blender bowl in it. No, mixed up pretty well there. And I'm taking this big old honking thing with me to on the road. So I'm going to put like 3 cups worth of it in here. So 40, 80, 120. Oh, that's a lot. Maybe I'll just do 100 and that'll be 2.5. That's so much coffee. That's half a pot of coffee right there almost. That's what happens when you buy IKEA. They just love you to drink coffee, so they give you this big honking thermos. It's literally like the biggest thermos ever. But I will be taking my water Stanley, so will not skip out on that. But I'm going to also have a cup of coffee before I go. I'm not going to put makeup on today. That is my new creamer. I am not going to put makeup on because I'm going to be face down on a pad, like, you know, massage table. And it's just going to smear off anyway and be uncomfortable. So, going al natural. I do need to set up an appointment to, I don't get Botox regularly, obviously. But I only get it for like special occasions. So like pictures, shows, things like that, because I have other things I spend money on. I bowl, so bowling balls cost money, and I have horses and they cost a lot of money, and I barrel race and that costs a lot of money, and my kids are all in sports. Rylan and Kai do hockey, and Eli does soccer and jiu-jitsu. And Delilah, well, she's still figuring out life. But I think it's going to be gymnastics and dance. So, you know, we have things that we spend money on. And Botox is not one of those luxuries that I can always afford. So I only get Botox, which I don't get Botox actually. I get Dysport because Botox does not work on me. It just like it's a waste of money. So I only get Dysport for like my shows. So I do have to get an appointment set up for that. But obviously closer to my show, because if I get it now, it's going to be wasted by the time I get to my show. So I'll probably actually get it 1 week out for my Fit Model show. And that way it'll last through my bikini show too. And then after my bikini show, when I gear up for like then my national season, I can go another round there. I got to figure out this strategically because the shit's expensive. It's a $500 visit every time, plus a tip. There's my kitty's tail in the way. Okay, I am on my way to my appointment and driving through oil-filled rush hour right now. The oil field is dead right now, so just another day in North Dakota pretty much, but you still get the people that literally drive like 8 miles underneath the speed limit because they have geotabs in their truck. And I don't think that they're even allowed to drive the speed limit. Are they like... My husband's company is like, you get dinged at 5 miles over on the geotab. But like some of these guys, I don't know if they like are not even allowed to drive the speed limit because they're just so freaking slow. But causes more of a nuisance than anything. There's no ice on the roads, they're not wet. Like just everybody drive 5 over. Anyway, okay, so you may have noticed I have longer hair, and don't judge it today because obviously I only ran a brush through it and I need to wash my hair. So I got extensions, and let's talk about the process of getting extensions, how much they cost, all that stuff. So these are 22 to 24 inch extensions. We had to use 3 colors to match my hair. So I started gray blending. I took my old extensions out, which were just dark brown, about a year ago, and I started the gray blending process. So I started going gray at like 17 years old. I've just been getting more and more gray to the point where I have to touch up my roots every 2 weeks, or else I was just gray all up in my roots. So, and it was getting really harsh on my hair. And so we went through this gray blending process till we got the perfect gray blend out of my roots. And then once I got that, like where I was like, okay, I can maintain this without ever dyeing my hair again, just using toner, and toner is really the only thing that I plan on using going forward. So I got my hair to that point, and now I was like, okay, I'm confident in buying hair extensions, getting them matched to my hair, and moving forward with that. So I got to that point finally where I was like, okay, I'm happy with my regrowth, whatever it's called, regrowth, I think. I'm happy with my roots, how they look, and everything like that. So I am good to get the extensions. So we did get 3 different colors of extensions, and then we had to tone the extensions in my hair to get them to match. So let's talk about all the details. So my salon is Habit Hair certified, so these are Habit Hair extensions. I know that there is a lot of drama going on in the Habit Hair world, and if there were better quality extensions out there, I would be using them, just because I don't approve of the way that the owner does business. But my installer is not the owner, so these are sewn in. They're wefts. They're sewn in. I got 6 wefts and 1 row. And that's how many I got last time too. Now, the price of the hair went up like crazy after the tariffs. So I paid don't tell my husband. I paid $1,050 for the hair. Okay, that's 6 wefts of hair. they come in bundles of like 2. So I did like 2 wefts of every color, because I remember I got the 3 different colors, and then 1 row. So the hair was $1,050. Then to install and tone them was around $310 or so. I paid $330, but I also got like a hair serum. So with the hair serum and the toner and the install, it was like $320, $330 altogether. So I'm assuming just the install was around like $280. To like, if I wasn't getting them toned and matched to my hair and stuff like that. And maybe that's part of the install cost, actually, to use the toner. I don't know, but either way, that's what I paid for hair serum, the toner, and the install. And then that they trim it, she blow dried it, styled it, took some cute pictures. I have not seen those pictures on Instagram yet. When she uploads them, I will put them here if that comes out before I edit this video. So that is all the details about the hair install. So hopefully that is helpful to everyone looking to get extensions. Now, that's really expensive, you know. Every time I get my extensions moved up, they have to take them out and reinstall them, just as if it were a fresh reinstall. So it is the same reinstall price every time. It's not like eyelashes where like you get like an initial install and then like for your refills you're paying cheaper. That's not how it works. So do you have to have extensions to compete? No. Do I personally, would I compete without extensions? No, I would not. I think long hair completes the look. I personally think it looks better. There are some chicks that can pull it off with the short hair. But honestly, in my opinion, you have to have like a banging physique to be able to pull it off with short hair. That's just my opinion. Don't come for me. Do you have to have habit hair sewn in wefts? No, absolutely not. Clip-in extensions are perfectly fine. Like my first 3 shows, I did clip-in extensions. The day of the show, I ordered on Amazon for like $120. Those are perfectly fine. If you do not want to be toting around 24 or 22 inch hair for a year, because my hair extensions are going to last a year if I take care of them, and I do take really good care of my extensions. If you don't want to be toting around for a year with long hair, buy clip-in extensions. Do not go to the salon and pay $1,300 for extensions, okay? Like, don't do it unless you want to make that year-long commitment to make it worth it, and you want to get them moved up every 8 to 10 weeks. I stretch my move-ups out as long as I possibly can. That ends up being about 10 weeks for me. So every 10 weeks, I got to go back in and spend another $300. If you are someone who gets your hair dyed, that is very expensive, because you're going to spend $300 on the dye process and $300 to get them moved up. So every 10 to 12 weeks, you're spending $600 on your hair. To me, that is not feasible. That is just not reasonable. I'm not doing it. And that's why I told my stylist, I want to get to the point where I'm never dyeing my hair again, because I'm not paying $600 every 10 weeks on my hair. This is coming from, I would literally go to the hair salon once a year, maybe once every 18 months, 16 months to get my hair trimmed. And I never would get my hair dyed at the salon. I'd only touch up my roots with a box dye by myself. And this is just coming from someone, you know, that like, I am very cheap when it comes to my hair. I have been cheap, but lately, you know, as I'm getting older and my hair quality is going to shit, and I live on a farmstead, and I have a water well, like I have well water, which is very hard, and I don't have a water softener. So that hard water really damages my hair. And so I have to now spend extra money on products in order to treat my hair and keep it as youthful as I possibly can. So that is the 411 on hair extensions. Now we're to the point, like I said, I only have to tone my grays, only have to tone like the ends of this, because this was a caramel and I have more ashy, my hair, obviously it's gray. I have more ashy undertone to my hair. So in the meantime, in between toning processes, I will use overtone on my hair every 4 weeks or so. And using, obviously, like the purple shampoo. The shampoo I use is actually black. It's not purple, to get the more ashy, like gray out of it. I can't remember what that brand is. I get it off Amazon. But the overtone works awesome. So I am going to continue to use that like every 4 weeks. And then she'll tone my hair as needed at the salon. So, okay, then let's talk about nails. Do you need your nails done? No, I do not have my nails done. I'm a bowler. If I had my nails done as a bowler, I would be ripping my nails off. That would fucking hurt, okay? It's not fun to bowl with nails. So I do get my nails professionally done just for the show, and then I let them fall off as, like my show. The problem with this show is I have my show and then I go to state bowling like 2 weeks later. So I'm going to have to get those nails removed after the show. Could I do press-ons? Yeah, but every time I've done press-ons, those bitches fall off like instantly. I don't know. I have not figured out the trick to doing press-ons. I use the super glue. I file my nail bed. I do everything that I'm supposed to do. I dehydrate the nail bed with like that acid, like that shit that you put on your, yeah. I follow all of the instructions and I still can't get them to stay on. They fall off immediately. So yes, I will get my nails professionally done for the show. Do you have to? No. I like that look. It makes me feel like a princess for the day. If I'm going to be forking out all this time and hard work and money into the show, I'm going to spend the $60 to get my freaking nails done. So, I will get my nails done for the show. Then I have to remove them almost immediately after the show to get ready for a state bowling tournament. And then I will get my nails done again for my second show that I'm competing in bikini. And then I will just keep those nails on. Like, I'll keep getting them redone through the summer because I typically don't bowl a lot in the summer. I rodeo mostly in the summer, and so I will probably just keep those nails on. Anyway, okay, I am just now getting into Kildare so I can go to my amazing bodywork specialist, Hannah. I'm going to get my rhomboids. My right side is really bothering me. My right shoulder is really bothering me. So gonna get that worked on and just have her kind of figure out what needs to be worked on. This is not like a, oh, this feels so good massage. This is usually very painful. You know, I'm probably just going to ask her for like a sports massage, which is very painful when you are sore and tight in areas. So she does dig in there. She manhandles you. My husband goes to her too, and he's like, man, I've never been manhandled like that by a woman before. So she is freaking awesome. She's a gym rat too, so she gets it. But I do have to drive almost an hour away to go see her, and she is worth it. I will drive 3 hours to go see her. So, all right, that is it. We'll catch you after my bodywork session. That massage was so good, my eyelash is falling off. Can you see that? Yeah, my eyelash needs to get glued back on. She worked on me for an hour and a half, and I definitely needed it. I feel so much better. I went in like all cockeyed, and I'm coming out like a fresh spring chicken. I really, really needed that massage. Super, super good. Okay, so coach got back to me and we are dropping carbs by 25 grams per day. I'm sorry, I'm waiting for a plow to get done in my work parking lot. And I'm like facing the sun and it's blinding. But like school was canceled and everything today because of not necessarily like the snow, but the wind, because it's like blizzard conditions. Anyway, so coach dropped my carbs by 25 grams both on training and non-training days, and then he is keeping my cardio duration the same, but we're just increasing the intensity a little bit. At first I was doing incline treadmill at pretty a low intensity pace, but now we're going to the Stairmaster for the same 4 days by 15 minutes. So I'm going to implement those changes. I actually started last night implementing those changes because it's Wednesday now. And so yeah, not a huge difference, not a huge drop. Just, yeah, pretty easy. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know, but if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you next time.